All right, guys, we're recording. I know you love beer. It's all good. All right.
I love
Yeah,
beer.
yeah, yeah, yeah. This is the first show. All right,
It is the first
Let's
show.
give this a shot.
Your game's the finger banging, all Mary Jane restaurant, over 30 big patties for hunger.
Ladies and gentlemen, Fred Fredrickson and the URFFD Patriots, baby. Woo!
Hey, there it is. A little overmodulation to start the show. My name's Jordan. As you guys already know, this is Fred Fredrickson and the URFFD Patriots. To the left of me is Donald. Donald, how are you doing today?
I just feel special that I didn't get passed over this week. Last week,
Really? I didn't know we had a show last week.
we didn't.
Oh, okay. So what are you talking about?
I have weird LSD.
Anyways, you're getting passed over. Roy, how are you?
Wonderful. Enjoying a day off.
Good,
We're
good.
doing a great show.
You're
I'm
good.
stoked.
We're doing a great show. We're 5 seconds into it. All right. Can I get some real comments from somebody? Charles B. Sparkington IV. Can we set this show on a proper note where they're not pretending they're in some la-la land where the show has already existed for hours, months, days? They're
Absolutely.
Thank
Absolutely.
you. Jesus
I
Christ. I feel like
made
my head's
sure-
going to explode.
I made sure to wear my helmet today, so if we got real rowdy,
For the safety of yourself and others. We can't force you to
Exactly.
wear it. However,
You're not supposed to bounce your head off the wall.
Have you seen my baseball?
I have actually.
cool. You have a baseball?
I'm just quoting something from.
Oh
there's
shit! Movie quotes.
something
again
about
that I know
Mary.
Nothing about.
Something about Mary. That's it. That's all I'm throwing out there.
Yeah, there's something about Mary. It was a good.
Aside
it was a
from
good one.
Cable Guy and Zoolander, Ben Stiller is not funny.
I would agree with that.
Dude, Zoolander's. I don't care who you are. It's the most amazing thing in the world.
I would
Dude,
totally disagree. I thought Zoolander was terrible.
Really?
You put Ben Stiller and Owen Wilson in a movie together. I'm not gonna. In fact, I will pay money to not get in the line to see that movie.
Dude, I'm sorry to say this, but that little part where he walks in and he goes, "What the hell is this? A school for ants? It needs to be at least 3 times this size." The Derek Schoolander for children who need to learn to read good and do other stuff good too. That's comedy. I don't care who the fuck you are. Cable Guy? Bye.
This is
not
where
every
this is
day
where I
you're-
just don't fit in.
What's that?
This is where I just don't fit in because I don't know movies.
Oh,
Yeah, I bet you if
Zoolander
I
was
quoted
great.
The Princess Bride, you'd know.
You know what? I might.
As you wish.
My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die.
Okay.
That's a great movie. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, take away the fact that Fred Savage at 12 is in it, and the guy who played
Isn't he always 12?
Columbo is in it. Well, he wasn't 12 in
But even now he looks 12.
Austin Powers when he had that guacamole on his face.
Mole, 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 mole. Freaking
Love
Austin
it.
Powers 3, maybe?
Mm.
Yeah.
I
Fred
quit
Savage
after
made an
Austin Powers
appearance.
2.
I just quit on movies in general, so let's just move along.
Moving on, huh?
Yeah,
Ready to move on.
because I'm not included right now, so let's just. How?
I'm glad that you are included, and it's okay. I'll give you a hug from over here.
I know I'm depressed.
Big hug. You're depressed? About what?
Little bit.
Besides going bald, what are you depressed about?
Yeah, actually, this week
Is that
I
why you're
showed
growing
up-
facial hair? Are you one of those guys?
I am that guy. I can grow a forest.
Yeah.
You know.
Are you-
Usually when
Just
people,
not on his head.
No. It's sometimes you have to give it up.
Are you gonna be that bald guy with the ponytail?
oh, the rat
Oh,
tail. Let's
yeah.
go the rat tail.
And
Or
I'll,
the
I'll
mullet.
braid it. I will braid it for you guys.
Business up front, party in the back.
Exactly. Exactly. But Roy looked a little short today too.
Yeah,
Hair or just in general?
In general, actually.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
that
the-
pretty much goes around that way. Yeah.
So the question is, how pissed would you be if not only did you have one of the best mullets in the world, you had one of the #1 chart-topping country singles ever, "Achy Breaky Heart."
I thought you were going Richard Marx, but, I don't listen to country. I thought you were heading down rock and roll land.
And your daughter, Miley Cyrus, is more famous than you are. And actually, because of her fame, reignites your career and you start touring
You're
again.
giving blowjobs.
I don't know if you can say that she's more popular than him. It's just it's the genre. Like it's the 2000s.
Well, I would agree that she gives a lot of blowjobs for the simple fact
Maybe
that
he did.
have you seen her talk? It sounds like she's got either gauze or
She's
like
got
some,
great teeth.
I gotta be
that's the
honest with you,
problem.
Don. I'm 32 years old. I don't watch the Disney Channel. So all the times you've heard her talk, you gotta really search
Was
for
she
that.
was she Hannah Montana?
She's not on AMC. You know what I'm
Donnie,
saying?
she just sounds like that because she was gargling cum.
not for nothing.
Hey, this is a PG-13 show. This is a family show.
Say jizz, please.
So yep. Or take out guzzling.
Not for nothing. I would used to stop on the
Or
Disney
you can
Channel
come on over. Oh, I'm sorry. Are we interrupting you?
just so I could see Raven Simone and
Oh,
like
come on, really?
only because every week she got a little bit fatter.
Who's Raven Simone?
She played
She's
like
a
the
black girl.
Yeah,
she was-
I think she was Rudy.
She was the daughter on the Cosby Show.
Rudy? Was it Rudy?
Yeah, I think so.
She couldn't
Back in the day.
act. She sucked. She was terrible, and I loved watching her get fatter and fatter and fatter every week.
I don't know if it was you were waiting for the fatter part, or maybe you were just all about the Disney Channel again, right, Jordan?
I have a feeling that he is the kid with the Scooby-Doo bus sitting by the middle school playground.
And for all of you, you missed the air parentheses because that was clutch.
Well, it's got to be done sometimes. I know that we're on radio and not on video. However, a little presence here and there never hurt anybody.
Just because I have a Costco card and I buy candy in bulk doesn't mean I wait out in front of an elementary school with free candy written on the side of my bus.
Oh, this is perfect. Did you guys hear today?
You don't need to raise your hand.
Well, I had to.
Charles Sparkington the Fourth.
I'm
Yeah,
here. I'm
yeah,
here.
yeah. The guy
Yeah,
doing
careful with the-
doing the Zinhale
Yeah,
whatever
careful
fucking
with
thing
that.
in the
I
car.
have a
Jordan
question.
Rosenbaum.
Did you guys hear today what happened actually with the ice cream truck?
No.
I got
Oh, is
nothing.
it a Mr. Frosty or the shit you got out here that does the fucking the old cowboy theme with the little short Mexican dude with the mesh hat and like a pair of jeans? He's like this tall with a mustache, but then he's got a full sleeve flannel shirt.
I don't think it was that guy.
Not
I
that
th-
guy.
I think
Because
he's-
I know the Mr. Frosty guy. That's East Coast.
I think he just described Chewy on Chelsea lately.
What's the name of that?
Sounded
What's that?
like
How
a
does
little bit.
how's that song go? How does that song go from the ice cream truck out west? It's like it's some fucking to do fucking John Wayne bullshit.
I don't know.
No, that's the chicken
However,
song.
there was an arrest
polka.
made with an ice cream truck because one ice cream truck was upset that the other ice cream truck was stealing customers. They were literally following each other through the neighborhood. So you had two trucks. What is wrong with that if you're a child?
Drive-by ice cream truck shooting.
Wait. Backtrack a little bit. All I caught there, maybe I'm completely have no attention span, but I heard you say something about two people following an ice cream truck. And
Yeah.
one getting out of an ice cream truck. I think I'm lost.
They got in a fight.
Oh, like two
drivers.
ice cream truck
Yes,
drivers got into a
because
fight? That'd be fucking
I-
phenomenal.
if you think about it, it's like a pizza
two
driver. It's like a
chicks.
pizza driver. So Pizza Hut is chasing Domino's, following each other to their customers. So A company chased by B. A
can we
gets
get
pissed
a
off and goes
read
after B.
on what that story is? Because I don't know if I'm confused, so maybe our listeners are confused. But I get what you're saying. But so not a Domino's and a Pizza Hut guy, but two competing ice cream truck vendors were fighting over who gets to sell ice cream
kids.
to children. Now, that's something that had to have happened on the West Coast because I've never seen anything but bing, bing, and the little Mr. Frosty truck going around. I used to smoke pot with that guy, dude. Dude, the fucking
I want to say it was Mr. Snowcone was the driver that got arrested.
yeah. I don't.
Donnie,
know
do you have it yet, Donnie?
Give me
Yeah.
5 seconds. It's
Were they like undercutting each other?
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
how was the
Yes.
fight? I need more details, sir.
Yeah,
Gossip.
so one
Why,
guy's
I thought
selling
we
it
heard
for
about it
one guy's
today.
selling it for $250 and the other guy's got it for $240 or something. Or?
No, it's kind of like gangs. Like they have territory. Where like, hey, this is my zone.
He shoots the other guy's tire out and then rides off so he can move on to a new territory and
Yeah.
exploit some more children.
Exactly.
Okay, well, for you
Yeah,
New
let
York
us know here.
you New York people, this actually took
You
place.
call me when you get sick of winning, sir.
Fuck the Yankees. Anyways,
Again, you
this
call me
this
when you get sick of winning.
this story goes back to Gloversville, New York, and it reads: an ice cream truck driver has turned to mafia tactics in a New York State turf war.
So it is Mr. Frosty,
yeah.
because this is the only ones they gotta have, dude.
Police arrested Snow Cone Joe.
Stop burping, dude. It fucking stinks.
I think you ate bologna today.
I don't care. That shit fucking stinks. It's worse than your dog licking my face in the morning.
I blew it to the right.
Yeah, well, it fucking migrated over here.
And it
Anyways, I'm
wafted
sorry.
back in from
I'm
the
sorry.
fan.
Jesus, oh my God.
All right,
Anyway,
back
sorry about that,
back to
Donnie.
the interesting stuff.
I can't help it.
Police arrested Snow Cone Joe owners 21-year-old Amanda Scott and 34-year-old Josh Malentino for harassment and stalking. They are accused of following Philip Hollister as he tried to drive his truck around selling ice cream.
If I close my eyes, it sounds like a sweet love
This is
story.
why Donnie's not a reporter. The cat went and got stuck in the tree. And then when the people from the fire department came over and then... Sorry, I'm just picking it.
Let me fix that. Okay.
There you go.
Hollister says
Hey, there he is.
Thank you
You're
for
welcome.
adding that.
You're welcome.
Hollister says the duo tried to scare him out of business and was willing to steal customers. If I have someone behind me blaring their music and offering free ice cream, it's a little ridiculous, says
Hey,
Hollister.
that's marketing.
Police say
Oh,
they have had similar issues with the owner of Snow Cone Joe in the past.
so this is a riff before.
If we're stealing customers, could this be a predator?
For those of you who want to verify this story, visit abc57.com.
Let me tell you something. Don't
57.
plug anything that doesn't pay to be on this fucking show.
You guys have ABC 57 in New York? How many fucking news channels do you guys have?
No, it's a whole state. See, people make a common mistake and think that everybody's from the city. First off, the city fucking blows. It's fun to party in the city. Sorry about that, Cheeks. You're my people. I hear you. I know you'll be listening, but, you're Harlem, 147th and Convent. That's my boy. I love that guy. But the city is garbage. Long Island is garbage. North Jersey is garbage. It's like just garbage. Everybody from Long Island blows. Everybody from North Jersey blows. People in the city are rich and they blow. Not because they're rich. They're just a pain in the ass. It's like the girls in New York City, they're a bunch of 7s pretending to be 11.5s.
And they blow.
They blow. And they don't even blow. They're too good for blowjobs.
It might ruin their makeup.
No, but look, dude, upstate New York is a beautiful place. The only problem is now they have nothing to offer because the weather is so bad and the Rust Belt went. I mean, today, Charles, the Freedom Pole, the World Trade Centers went up today. That was pretty crazy.
That was amazing. Yeah,
that was a good time. I mean, I remember September 11th. I remember it, it wasn't necessarily close enough to see the smoke, but I was in New York when it happened. I was in my, I was a little under 21, maybe 2 months before I turned 21. I remember, like, the whole world stopped, bro. It was like the same feeling. But, and to see that go up, you know what I mean? To see that being finished, like, go fuck yourself, rest of the world.
exactly.
And forget all you conspiracy theorists. I mean, I'm a big conspiracy guy. I don't want to say that I can't believe that they're all there, but
Hey, I think the most symbolic thing today was, though, that the tower actually stands 1,776 feet tall.
And for those of you who did not know, 1776 was a very important year for this country.
well, I hate to say that, Donnie. A lot of our listeners are from back east. I know that Arizona and Nevada is like 48th and 49th in public school systems, but New York's number 2. You know what 1776 is.
We don't really have a choice.
Now, you know
It's
what?
instilled in you.
I can say there's a lot of stupid motherfuckers out there.
Agreed. In any state, it doesn't matter
who's-
whether you're number 1 or number 2 in education system. That's just
How
it
many
goes.
people have watched Jay Leno's jaywalking late at night when that fucker goes on to, like, the Hollywood Square or whatever and just asks, who's our first president? And some dumb fuck's like, Bill Gates?
To me, it was John Adams. I don't care if he was our second president. That man, he gets a bad rap, bro. No, let it fly, bro. We're drinking fucking beers. You
We're
don't have to
drinking
hide
beers
that.
and recording it. Let it crack.
Guys, you're going to hear, you listeners at home, we're going to be drinking beer. And you're going to hear a beer crack. The man's wearing a t-shirt that says, I don't get drunk, I get awesome. I need that t-shirt. That's a great t-shirt.
We need a
Little cheers.
cheers.
Little
Cheers.
cheers.
Yeah.
Hey, if you guys are at home, crack a beer.
Crack a beer. Cheers with
Cheers
any
if
of those
you're on
around
the
you.
treadmill or driving.
Crack your water, I guess.
Crack your water if you're on the treadmill. If you're actually, I do want to cover a little bit more about that. I mean, do we have any information? Like, I'll be honest with you, I was at work most of the day. I didn't have a big time to watch CNN or see anything like that was happening with it. But how's the crowd? Who's covering it? Was it good?
You know what? There wasn't a crowd, actually. It was just like the initial hoist. They had a lot of the parts actually came across the water, right across in front of the Statue of Liberty.
Statue of Liberty.
They pulled it across, and
Is that the East River, or is that
That might be the. Is
Hudson
that the?
Bay?
I think it's the Hudson right there,
the
right?
Hudson Bay? I can't remember what it's called.
I'm
Chase
trying to
would
remember.
know.
it came right past Ellis Island.
Yeah, which is the
That-
Statue of
so-
Liberty's right next to it.
But most of it came right across, and then most of the crowd was actually construction workers.
Really?
I mean, you figure you've got a what, probably 400 or 500 foot piece that's getting lifted up 1,300 feet into the air off a crane that's attached to the tower.
Not 1,700 feet.
Well, no, because the top of
Or
the top,
1,776 feet.
yeah, true.
Yay!
But the
That's funny.
tower, the final tower point is the actual radio antenna, like as World Trade Center 1 had. So this is the replacement antenna.
Sure.
So that's where it comes from. 1,300 feet, you got a 400-foot antenna that goes on top.
You guys ever been to the top of like big buildings like that? Like I've been to the top of the World Trade Centers, the
Yeah, me
first
too.
ones. I've been to the top of the Empire State Building,
As
the
high as
CN
I've
Tower.
gone would be probably the St. Louis Arch.
Top of,
Never been on the. That's one I need.
That's fucking crazy.
That was a beautiful sight to see on our way here, moving
Yeah, it's
here.
a nice drive.
top of the stratosphere in Vegas.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
big. CN Tower in Toronto is the highest
That is-
observatory deck in the world. I've been to the top of that. Been to the top of the Woolworths building. Been to the top of one of the World Trade Centers, because the one that had the, don't fucking do it. You look away while you burp.
Goddamn baloney burps or whatever the hell it
It's
is.
so bad. I don't know where to put you to sit, because if you sit in front of me, it's coming right in.
It's like South Park, like he's shitting out of his mouth or something.
You folks at home are lucky that this isn't like smell a radio or like scratch sniff
Why?
radio.
It's just PBR.
You made a piece of shit bigger than Bono.
Dude, the beginning of that episode where Randy's on the toilet and his feet lift in the air and the drop of sweat, and he's trying to drop that dude's like, and when he finally, dude, it's so funny. Those guys are too much sometimes.
I still think he's the best character on the
He
entire
is.
show.
Oh, dude, unbelievable. Hey, when he gets the phone call when the volcano's going, he's like, "Yep, little thing's moving." Yep. So, okay. Like, he's all nonchalant. It's so funny. Anyways, man, I love New York, but I got some disturbing news today, and a lot of the people here listening will know that. I don't know. I mean, we've heard it. If you're from the Twilight Zone, which is what we call where I grew up, because it's where Rod Serling is from, and a lot of those
right.
episodes are from there, and it's a bad, it's just a drab town, and I love my people there. I love my friends there. I love a lot of people, and I feel bad. But when I saw today that it's like rated, I mean, literally, if you put all those numbers together, like baseball, it's like the worst city in the fucking country.
But if you put it this way, you're ranked #1 in something finally.
Well, actually, to be honest with you, the history of Binghamton and Broome County is very interesting. It's where IBM started. We invented the flight simulator. We invented computers. We have a lot of really negative things in life that were made there, and it's an old Rust Belt city, but like it's the most pessimistic town in the country, which does not surprise me. It's number 2 in obesity and number 5 in just places to live. And it's only 175 miles from New York City, and it's just I just feel bad.
Why do you think it's so big in obesity?
Because I think out of all the counties, it ranks somewhere top percentage of welfare within counties, because what they did is they did the welfare to work program. Like after IBM outsourced all of its stuff, Link, where the flight simulator outsourced all of its stuff, Endicott Johnson left, there's flooding. They started bringing people up from New York City to keep the population above a certain level so they could receive the same amount of funding that they would get to be a city. Like if you drop below 80,000 people or something, you lose millions in funding. So the mayor decided, hey, welfare to work, bring them up from the city, turned us into a crack den. Everybody's low school. I mean, it is what it is.
We kind of had something like that back in Wisconsin with Wick. I mean, Wick just destroyed Milwaukee for the longest time.
Really, Wick, the thing with pregnant chicks?
Yeah.
Like they get the free juicy juice and
Free
all that
juicy
good stuff?
juice,
Hell
yeah.
eggs.
It's not too far off in New York at this point either. It's,
Yeah, we have
it's pretty
Wick.
rough.
Wick is a federal program.
From
Yeah, it pretty much destroyed Milwaukee, though, at the same time.
From my experience working years in a grocery store, most of the WIC customers were not the greatest people to see coming
Heavy
in.
set,
Heavy set,
babies.
5 kids, and they all just tore shit off the shelves and threw it on the ground. No one
I
ever
saw a
watched their
movie
kids,
about
nothing.
that, though. You can get half off if you throw canned goods on the floor.
Really?
Yeah, Big Daddy.
Microsoft went down 5 points.
Nail it. Yep.
What's weird is when I hear certain things, there's triggers in my brain.
Hey,
You
that's
know?
one movie quote that I just threw out there randomly.
I'll give you one.
I haven't heard Don talk for a little bit. Don, speak your mind, sir.
And it's weird because you said both IBM and Flight Simulator, and I just thinking back to like the late 80s and playing Microsoft Flight Simulator on IBM and how much that influenced my life, because the only fun I had with that game was turning the plane upside down, getting as low as I could to the ground, and then ejecting the pilot to see if I could get a blood smear on the ground.
Dude, I used to crash airplanes into fucking buildings. It was so bad. I
So
swear.
did I.
So
I
we're
couldn't
did I.
drive the. I couldn't fly like the jet, so I'd be in the Cessna flying through
Yes,
Chicago
yep.
and go right into the Hancock Building or something.
My favorite one was the
Oh, I'm sorry, the
Learjet.
Hancock Building's in.
No,
Wait, no, the
Hancock's in
Building's
Chicago.
I was just thinking in Boston because there's a Prudential Buildings in Boston. Okay, which is John Hancock's. I follow you.
That's how it happens. You visited a lot of places, man. They all blend together eventually, kind of.
Unless you're in Hawaii.
Right?
Without trying to digress too far, for those of you who have been sitting here saying, what does 1776 have to do with anything? For those of you who are uneducated or just don't know, 1776 is the year that the United States was founded.
It's the year we declared the Declaration of Independence, and I gotta admit, Don, I have more faith in our listeners than that.
Just in case.
If you don't like, let me just put it this way. I'm gonna put it this way, and I'm gonna stand out there on a limb when I say it. If there was any person listening to this show and we referenced 1776 and you didn't know what it meant, I want you to shut our show off. I want you to grab a bubble jacket, the warmest jacket you can find in the middle of summer, and I want you to find the nearest bridge, and I want you to leap off of it. And in the middle of that, I want you to say, I'm a fucking dumbass. Because I want to have more, I'll be honest with you, I really want to have more confidence in our listeners' intelligence. If you don't know what, like, the only person I could think of that wouldn't have been able to play 1776 is my brother Jameson. It took him like till he was 22 to figure out he needed to spell his name with an uppercase J. Okay? But
There's a bunch of idiots out there, though.
Yeah,
Serious.
but
There's
you
a
gotta know
bunch
what
of
that is.
well,
idiots.
not to, for me, I
Punch Out and Quit.
try. That's a great game, Punch Out. I love Mike Tyson's Punch Out. That's a
Oh,
wonderful
man.
game.
It's all about exploiting the glitch when
It's
you're
the only way
fighting
to beat Tyson.
Exactly.
It's the only way.
Anyways, I like to consider myself a somewhat intelligent person, that I don't fall into the stupid category of other people. But it wasn't, and I hate to say this, I hate to admit this, but it wasn't until I was like 22 or 23, and I was walking through a Shell gas station, and I noticed a sign that said Cinco de Mayo, May 5th.
Wow.
And I thought to myself, wow, I know Cinco means 5, I don't know what Mayo means, but it's weird that
I know what mayo means. It's really bad on sandwiches.
Oh, I love
Agreed.
mayo.
Ah,
Oh, my God.
Disgusting.
Jesus.
You guys are awful.
Miracle Whip.
Mayo's
So you said 5 May, May 5th.
And it wasn't until,
You were processing that 5 May, May 5th.
yes, it wasn't until I was like,
I'll admit I didn't know it because I don't fucking know Spanish. I had enough trouble with English class in Hebrew school.
Right.
Okay.
But when I was
If I fail
20,
English, I'm not learning Spanish.
22, I had a Spanish epiphany and realized what Cinco de Mayo actually meant. That it meant the 5th of May.
Which is what Americans say is Mexico's independence. Basically, it's just like any other shit holiday in America.
No,
It's
it's day,
something to
isn't it
spell-
Day of the Dead?
No, it's technic. Like what they tell you is that it's the Mexican Independence Day, but it was a completely different day. It's just what Corona tells dumb Americans so they
Or
can
Dos
spell
Equis.
money. Yeah, exactly. It's just like fucking Valentine's Day invented by Hallmark. You know what I mean?
No, not Valentine's Day.
Yeah, it was invented by
No.
Hallmark to make money in between Christmas and Easter. What the fuck does the Easter
No,
Bunny?
that was Sweetest Day in
Whoa.
October.
Are you going to talk about Easter and the Easter Bunny? 'Cause
Don't get me-
I
don't
can
get me-
I can
Don't
explain.
get me fucking started. On
I can
that.
explain that.
Dude, Hitler. Those guys, the Nazis, invented fucking the Easter egg hunt.
Nope. I can explain it. Okay, truth be told, Easter was a Babylonian holiday. It was a day that they honored the Babylonian goddess of fertility, and her symbols were that of the egg and the rabbit. Now, after
What does
Christianity,
that have to do with Jesus?
after Christianity was
I
formed,
gotta go check on my hubcaps.
after Christianity was formed, and they decided to honor Easter as the resurrection of Jesus Christ, they did not change the symbols for that holiday, which is where the Easter Bunny and the Easter egg came from.
So let me get this straight.
And I wasn't even looking at Wikipedia for that. I just fucking know that shit.
Wikipedia is full of shit anyway. So let me get this whole Easter thing straight, even though we're a little late. Jesus dies, right?
Zombie Jesus Day. That's all I'm saying.
But Jesus dies, right?
Oh,
That's what
come
happens,
on.
right? Yeah, but Jesus dies, right? He dies. They bury him or put him in his fucking tomb or wherever it is. And then 3 days later, he comes out. If he sees his shadow, we got 6 more weeks of winter.
Wrong holiday.
Oh, sorry.
Wrong one.
I think we need to go right back into Groundhog Day if we're going to be talking like that. Because
Bill Murray? Bill
That's
Murray?
as good as it gets.
It's Groundhog Day
Bill Murray.
again.
Wow. Chat. Sparkington the Fourth actually has a movie reference.
Yeah.
Second one of the night. I'm impressed.
nailed that.
Well done, sir.
I've tried to buff up all week.
Granted, the first one was Big Daddy, not Adam Sandler's finest movie, but it was still funny.
Oh,
I'll
love
give it
that
that.
movie. So actually, I'm looking into Cinco de Mayo a little more,
So am I.
and apparently it says that it is the victory over the French at the Battle of Puebla during the Franco-Mexican War of 1861 to 1867.
What's interesting is that only certain parts of Mexico recognize it
Yeah.
or celebrate it, anyways.
And now it's just used to exploit and sell an awful beer.
No, not
Everyone says
no.
Corona's great, and I think it tastes like shit.
What's your favorite Mexican beer then?
I honestly haven't had a whole lot.
Tecate Light.
We're from
Tecate,
New York,
yeah,
man.
Tecate.
We're from New York. I'm not gonna lie. There aren't a whole lot of Mexican beers up
Pacifico.
there.
I like Pacifico.
You know,
Yeah.
Pacifico's good. I like that.
I
I
haven't
like
tried too many.
Pacifico's good. Tecate I think is garbage.
Oh, I like
I always
Tecate.
remember my trip to Mexico. Me and my boy rolled in and we were like, can we get a Sol? Tecate or Tecate Light? Can I get a Pacifico Tecate? Or Tecate Light?
And you're like,
So
well, I
we
guess
sat-
I'm taking Tecate.
Well, that's the thing. I'll take a Tecate. And then I sat down. And the weird thing about Mexico is they'll give you anything you want. Like, they're ready to roll, dude. As soon as they heard Pacifico, they sent the fucking guy. I mean, you know what I mean? As soon as we're done eating our burrito and drinking our one Tecate and say, this place sucks, we're going somewhere else, I see a guy roll in with a case of Pacifico thinking we'd sit there all night spending our hard-earned
Did you
American
just hear
dollars.
him have a slight Mexican accent?
Yeah,
When he let in, he had a little twang.
Well, that's the point. You gotta you be the you gotta be the part.
What in your mind would be the most awkward?
Who's in your mind? There's 3 of us sitting at the table.
All three
Oh, okay.
would be the
What in-
most
Yeah, what does Roy have on?
the most awkward moment that could take place in Mexico ever.
Me and my dad in Tijuana, coming out of a club, wasted. I'm with my 50-year-old dad, and 2 cops throw both me and my 50-year-old dad up against the wall and take all our money.
I
Sounds
have
like
you-
St. Patty's Day.
A heavy beat.
No, I hope you do. It's just I always had super respect for my dad, and he's that guy. You know what I mean? And just to see my dad thrown up against a wall when he's like Mr. Lenny, you know what I mean? It's just weird to see that. That was awkward for me to like look at my dad with my hands against the wall. while
How are you
some
gonna trump that,
federales-
Donnie?
3:00 in the morning at the Beverly Hills Club in Tijuana, Mexico.
A Beverly Hills club in Tijuana, Mexico?
That's what it's called.
Oh, no shit. Good marketing, guys.
On stage are 3 girls
How's that
covered
pronounced in Spanish?
Beverly Hills, Mexico. 3 girls on stage, looking no more than 15 years old, covered in whipped cream.
Is this the Hangover 3?
He is the guy sitting
He
out in
is.
front of the
He
middle
is.
school, isn't he?
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to be this
A
close to the
guy
school.
taps me on the shoulder and asks me if I want to dance. I look up, like, what the fuck?
Hey, he's
Apparently,
just trying to make money, bro.
apparently in Mexico, they have guys who proposition
Other men, absolutely.
to buy lap dances for the women.
Oh, okay. I
So,
thought he
so like
wanted,
pimp,
well, you
like
know,
pimps almost.
He
Okay.
was asking because
Oh,
you do
that
fit
sucks.
the bill,
I
sir.
was hoping for a really good story.
So I look up, I'm like,
I
what the
thought this was
fuck?
getting good.
No.
Big twist.
So I look up, I'm like, what the fuck? And when I look over, my mom says, yeah, go ahead.
Get a lap dance from the dude, or like, so you're sitting next to your mom while you're getting a lap dance?
That's
Did you-
it.
did you-
This is like
did you
this
slap
has reached
high
a whole
fives?
new level of
Yeah.
awkwardness.
Where has this
You're
been?
hanging with your mom?
At 3
Dude, my
o'clock,
mom's a lesbian, so it's not
No.
awkward. She's in like weird S&M fucking
Yeah, but this
clubs
is a
and
whole
shit
different
like that.
level of awkward. Your mother, I'm assuming, is not a lesbian, correct?
no, she's not.
Yeah, that's just a weird spot to be. I got nothing.
At 2 o'clock in the morning in San Diego, my mom's boyfriend decides that we should go to Tijuana.
Yeah. sounds
He
about
takes me, him, and my mother to Tijuana. He decides we should go to a strip club. And while
That's all there is in Tijuana.
and
You
in a
go
strip
down that
club-
little strip there, when you get off the bus, it's all fucking
I'm sitting there literally drinking my Tecate.
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 I am Tecate.
And I get propositioned to have a lap dance, and my mom says it's okay. 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm in Tijuana
You're
in
how-
a
you're
strip
18?
club with my mother.
You're 18?
The real question is, did she pay for the lap dance? Because that's just awesome.
I said no, and I went home.
You cried like a
She
little
tried
bitch.
to pay that, didn't she?
The most awkward moment of my life.
Tijuana with mom.
Strip club at 3 a.m. A dude's offering me a lap dance.
Should have taken it, bro. It's not the first. No, never mind. Anyways, moving on. Lots of stories, lots of places to go.
Oh, Jesus.
Ever been to the Donkey Show? That's a whole other story.
And I couldn't even make up that story if I tried.
No, dude, there's no
No, that
reason
was-
for any of us to make up a story.
That was good. I'm impressed. It was kind of disgusting, but it was good.
So what else is going on with you guys?
Just being a champion like usual, sir. Yourself?
Like normal? It's just a normal day in life, right? You know, getting through it, paying bills.
Cool.
But that's
It's
it.
exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell us more about your exciting
Oh, man.
things you're up to, sir.
Well, I wake up in the morning, brush my teeth.
You don't have to comb your hair, that's for sure.
Oh, that's the best part. But you know,
It
it's
comes
funny,
his beard, but not his
you,
hair.
you know what's stupid? Every fucking morning I wake up and I shower, do the whole routine, and I'm that guy that takes the fucking shampoo and runs it through my bald fucking head.
And then it goes in your eyes.
Yeah. And I'm thinking, did I really need to buy shampoo?
So you
Or
need
could I
like.
just use
So you
soap?
really just need to put safety goggles on before you get in the shower, so you don't go blind.
Pretty much.
That's gotta suck.
I thought I would learn, but I didn't.
For all
And,
those of you out there who are going bald, I'm sure you can appreciate this.
Hey, I love my bald spot. I really do. Actually, you know what happened last week is
Plural bald spots.
Donnie came over and we were just hanging out, doing our thing. And I had hair at that time. And we thought it'd be really fucking funny if we surprised the girlfriend with, hey, let's shave a horseshoe in my head. The fucker never took a photo. So I still have no idea what it looks like. So I have to grow my hair back out.
Good luck, buddy. Good
I know.
luck. I don't think it's gonna come out.
I can do it, I think. I think I have the willpower. I started Rogaine last week.
You're gonna want to buy like stock in that or something.
Yep.
You know, it's not too bad.
It's bad.
But I can see that you've given up.
Oh,
See,
fuck,
some
oh,
dudes,
it's over.
some dudes, they will like Donnie will still pretend it's there. It's
No.
like it's getting there. It's not there yet, but you don't like. You're starting to grow the facial hair. Most dudes, they go to the gym, they get jacked, they shave their arm hair, grow a goatee, and shave their head. It's usually the MO for the bald guy.
I gotta correct you, Jordan.
Please do. I need it.
He has not given up on his hair. His hair has given up on him.
Ah, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Touche. Burn.
Burn. If that's a
It's
burn.
moved from his head to his back.
Oh, don't even say that. Actually, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, one of those guys? Really?
Yeah, that
You
guy.
lose your hell. It's
I'm
so funny.
that guy.
You got the unibrow too.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
fucking phenomenal.
And
That is phenomenal. Oh,
and,
that guy
I've
wasn't
got
over.
shoulders of love.
Shoulders of love. Explain a shoulder of love.
I have a nice soul patch on my shoulders.
A what?
A soul patch.
What the fuck is a soul patch?
We got to see it.
I don't
Get
even know
up.
what it is. You can't
soul
see anything
patch
on
is pretty
radio. I
much
want you
what
to
I got.
explain it.
Well, it's when you lose your hair on your head, it goes elsewhere.
Yeah, to your back. No, we've covered that. But
No,
what's
it's not on
the
my back.
shoulder?
Yeah, it's
So you got the funny guy at the pool and
I
the
got the
fucking
funny guy at the
Speedo
pool.
thing? Oh,
Yeah.
man. The tan guy in the Speedo with the patch of hair on his, like, just underneath his left little brow there. That's funny.
Oh, you know what?
Classic.
It's beautiful.
I do not know. What is he cool?
Oh, it's beautiful.
All I can think of is that ad. Hum na hey, da hum na hey. The dude's walking down the beach in the Speedo with what fucking drink is
Oh,
that?
dude, it gotta be me. That's a Southern Comfort commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Hum
don't
na
sponsor
hey,
the
da
show,
hum,
by the
hum
way.
na hey.
Speaking of sponsoring the show, guys, for those of you that made it through the first 36 minutes of our first show, I want you to let you know that there are a few places to find this show. One of them is going to be on Mixcloud.com at URFFD. All you have to do is go to Mixcloud, type in URFFD. If you're friends with any of us on Facebook, we're not that cool. We're not going to make everybody just be subscribers. You can actually send the friends request, get right to us, and we will make sure that link is available multiple times through the week for you to find this show.
There's extra content on Facebook and all the leads. too.
Absolutely. We want your interaction. Without you, the listener, interacting with our show. Oh, by the way, you can also find us. You'll be able to find us. I think Donnie, you'll have a YouTube set up by the end of the week, hopefully.
Yep.
Sometime about there, we'll have that. Cool.
Absolutely. We'll have a link on our Facebook and on the Mixcloud website that'll take you right to our YouTube channel if that's easier for you to access from your smartphone or computer.
Yeah, the smartphone thing. To be honest with
Oh,
you, I
here
think,
we go. Here we go.
Well, no, but we're, to be honest with you, it's going to take a minute for the Mixcloud takes a little setting up if you want to listen to it on your phone. You know what I mean? You have to download the app, blah 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 blah, get it
That's
set
why
up, and then
iPhone
you
makes
can
it
find
easy.
Well, even on iPhone, it does the same thing because, but YouTube, you should just be able to fucking YouTube it. We also do have a Fred Fredrickson and the URFFD Patriots Facebook page, which is the place to interact with the show because you, the listener, you're the person. We also, for any of you guys that sell T-shirts, bake cookies, anything we said at the beginning of the show, it doesn't matter what you do. We take trade. We don't even care. We just want to feel like people are listening, and the second we get our first sponsor or somebody that cares or shows any interest, I don't, prices. Dude, think about it. We're not.
Personally, I want the cookies. That's just me.
Mhm.
As the first one,
Mhm.
I would love to be able to eat and drink beer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hell, you could be a local bar. We'll endorse your bar if
Mhm.
you'll give us a free night of drinking.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Or a
want,
T-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
and if you're a woman of
Exciting.
age,
I'm excited.
18 years of age
Yeah.
or older,
Yeah.
I'd like to see nudie pictures.
Yeah, and that's going to encourage a lot of people to give us a call and want their name referenced on our show. So if you are part of NAMBLA, whatever that shit was from South Park, yeah. No. Anyways, on a serious note, seriously, you can reach us at urffd@gmail.com. And I don't even care. You can just send me an email saying you own a T-shirt shop or you fix bicycle tires for all I fucking care. And just let us know you like the show, and we'll happily plug you. Get in on the ground floor. Get in while it's small, because I'll admit this. Let me tell you something. If somebody who has a legitimate business says, "Hey, here's $100, plug us for 5 shows," just let us know. And we're very small. If we get a couple of thousand downloads a week, man, I'm not changing that price for those guys. Those guys were there from the ground floor.
Absolutely.
Good for them. That's what you get for taking a fucking risk. The more we feel legit, the better we'll do on our show.
Risk is reward.
Risk is a whole nother game. I'll kick ass in Risk. I'll drop.
I've never
leaflets.
played that actually. I
Really?
just-
One of these days we need to get drunk and play Risk. That
What
game.
the hell is
awesome.
wrong with you?
I just play Clue. I play Monopoly, Life.
Risk is the greatest board game.
That was a great pop, by the way. That was a great pop.
And for those of you who want to participate in the show, we welcome any suggestions, topics. If you have any questions,
Absolutely.
we would love to address those. Gives us something to talk about, tangent about, go off about. For us, having you a part of the show makes this show all that more interesting for us, and will make the show more interesting for you.
Couldn't agree more, Don. Couldn't agree more. I believe.
If I could hug you through the studio right now, I would.
For
That was-
what?
That
Naturally plugging the show and doing the professional thing that we need
oh
to do
man,
on this show.
it just
Yeah, I
I
just
think
hit you,
I
Baldy.
felt it.
Yeah,
There's
you
just a
felt
lot-
it, yeah.
So I have a question.
Sorry to throw you back on topic, sir. No.
There's just too much man love going on.
Well,
here between
it's
these
just
two,
it's
but
the fourth
that's all right.
time.
Speaking of manly things, man stuff. What time is it? It's what, almost midnight?
Yeah, got the 11:49.
Yeah, and right now all over America, depending on where you live, what time frame you're in, give or take daylight savings or whatnot, it's midnight. And what's going on right now at midnight? Everyone is piling in elbow to elbow to watch Iron Man 3.
Oh, you're right.
Well,
It's
actually, on the East Coast, well,
already-
you're
it's-
right.
they're already
Iron
in
Man
it.
3. See, the problem with that show,
it's a movie.
well, whatever, movie. But to me, it's like 17. It's gonna be like something like 15 movies or something weird like that. Because I'm sorry,
No,
as much
I think this is it.
dude, no. You have to understand, it's a franchise.
Robert Downey Jr. said he's not even going to do Avengers 2. He said he's done.
No. I
After
saw
this one.
him on the Daily Show last night saying they're renegotiating the contract. Okay.
You still watch that piece of shit show?
Dude, it's awesome. Are you kidding me?
John
When are you
Stewart,
gonna watch
Daily Show's
Jimmy
great.
Fallon?
John Stewart
Is the best.
is great. Not
Dude,
going to lie.
He's a
Agreed.
champion. Dude,
He-
I'm sorry. Those guys.
The show has suffered since Steven and Steven doesn't exist anymore.
You're talking about not Stephen Colbert, but Rob Corddry. Rob Corddry was the man.
No,
too.
no,
Rod Gordon's
Steven, Steve,
Are you talking about the douchebag from fucking 40-year-old version?
Yes.
It's been like 12 years
Steve
since
Carell?
he's been on
Steve
the show.
Carell,
But
yes.
they've been so much better since then.
no, Steven and Steven was great.
John Jones is the fucking man. Dude, Bob Oliver. That guy's funny. I don't care who. Dude, The Daily Show is the only place. Like, listen, when you listen to when you go on HBO and you hear the Bill Maher crap, and then you got your Rachel Maddow, you got your fucking what's the new what did they name that network that douchebag started from Fox there?
Owned by Oprah.
No, that's
LMN.
who brought the cool kid. Hear that kid that showed up to the party uninvited, making mistakes and at Chuck E. Cheese, eating all the pizza.
And
Or
showed
no,
up-
you're complaining that there is pizza because you don't like pizza and demand a hot dog. You're like the
Exactly.
7-year-old.
And
Yep.
showed up
Yeah.
with PBR.
Yeah, you showed up as like the second cousin.
Whoa. Did you just knock PBR?
I most certainly did, and
Come
I
on,
will
bro,
every
you're
chance
Tastes
I
like
get.
shit.
Oh, you're nailing Rolling Rock right now.
I'm
Rolling
pounding
Rock
Miller
is
Lite Pop
wa-
Top cans.
All right, let's take a vote. Anyone who would prefer Rolling Rock to PBR?
Nobody. Okay, awesome.
I see
Uh,
no hands up.
Rolling Rock is
I'd actually rather drink a PBR than a Rolling Rock, to be honest with you.
Rolling Rock literally to me tastes like somebody took Fritos, and I love Fritos. Took Fritos,
Cool Ranch Fritos. That's where Doritos got that shit.
blended it up, and put it in a fucking goddamn green bottle that looks like something I'd shove up your ass.
All right, guys, I gotta slow it down a little bit because I gotta be honest with you. We're doing a great show so far, I think, and we haven't re-listened to it.
Welcome.
And I swear like a sailor. Okay, I do swear like a sailor, but there's a lot of people out there that don't swear like a sailor, and we're gonna still do it, but we've gotten a tiny bit carried away on dropping f-bombs and this and that, and that's what this show is. We're not PG-13. I don't care what anybody says, but I think we've gone a little overboard. I mean, this is our first show. We got to hash all this stuff out, and I'd rather hash it out because our listeners should be involved. Therefore, they should know.
Let me ask you one quick question before.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get screwed on this one.
And Charles, you can chime in, but I just have one
please
question,
do.
Jordan.
I can't even.
And I
imagine.
want you to take this 100% seriously, business, personal, professional, whatever.
All right.
100% serious.
I'm gonna get crushed on this question. I know it.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly. I had a feeling. Yeah, I had a feeling.
And
I just think that like when and I do it all the time too, where you say a full sentence and the whole sentence is forget that fucking shit. It's fucking awesome, man. Who gives a fuck? You know what I mean? And that's like your full retort on a response from somebody.
and that's why I'm gonna switch the word fuck to flag. So
No, if you do like
I'm gonna be that guy.
Napoleon Dynamite and flipping or something like that, like all the
Oh, no,
retards
flag,
do.
just a random word.
HE double hockey sticks. It's just,
If you start doing that, we're bringing cheeks in.
Like I flag
Cheeks-
bitches all the time.
Make yourself a dang quesadilla.
You don't want steak.
But no, I mean I don't. I think it's all of us. It's our personalities.
yeah,
It's
it's
who
a
we
good
are.
point. No, you're right. I just
And I could say maybe toning it down. Maybe no, not at all. But
That's a perfect question, audience, people, listeners, everyone out there. What do you think? Up until this point, do you feel that we are being a little bit too vulgar with the way we're talking?
45 minutes into the show, we want your feedback.
In fact, you know what?
Direct us on what we can do to entertain you.
The first person,
Within reason, because otherwise I'll tell you to go fuck yourself and I'll block you from everything that we have.
the first person,
you fucker.
the
I'm
first,
not kidding.
the-
It's only so much I'll take.
the first person who posts on our Facebook page from the minute we post this, who can count the number of vulgarity curse words,
That's funny.
will get the very first T-shirt that we ever make. Now, with that
7
being,
months from now.
that might be 10 years from now, but you will get the very first one.
Yeah, we'll wait for George to make the
And it's
t-shirt.
gonna be a size double XL because that's usually what people
No.
do is they order.
And
We're not gonna customize it for the person.
unless you're a hot chick, it's a double X medium.
Oh no. It's gonna be a tank top.
And then we send it to you. But you post on our Facebook page how many curse words there are.
What's our Facebook? Oh, it's Fred Fredrickson and the URFFD Patriots at Facebook.
Yes.
Well, just let
I
'em know.
I remember 20 years ago when people would say, my email address is www.
You were 11.
And they were all at AOL.com.
Yeah, you've got mail.
Dude,
I
in
love
college,
AOL.
dude, you could walk down the hall in college here. Bling, bling, bling. Like, people would be instant messaging each other in the same dorm room suite. I'd finally have to scream, "Will you guys, please, just go out of your room and talk?" Watching Different Strokes and being awesome. Dude, that was a great show.
We all had
I
phone
love
cards.
AIM, though.
The
I love
world
AIM.
don't move to the beat of just one drum.
Yeah, I remember AIM. I remember IRC.
What was your name, Donnie? What was your name on AIM?
Don 11380.
Jordan, do you have one?
It's always been Fredrickson.
Roy?
I don't
Actually,
remember.
back
to
then
be
it was
honest.
for you burped again. This shit stinks so
Hey.
bad.
Here-
My
here-
goodness.
Are you ready for my name?
I'm turning off your microphone and I'm putting the dog here because it smells better than your burps.
It was Akeem 20.
Bad enough you're going bald, sir. What was
Akeem?
it?
Akeem 20.
Were you fucking part of Al Qaeda like the rest of my complex? Dude, it smells like curry the whole time. I hate to be.
my dad started calling me
Jesus.
Akeem when I was
Akeem?
little.
Not
Akeem.
Charles Sparkington the Fourth.
It wasn't with an H, it was an A.
Akeem.
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 What is that? AKEEM?
EM 20.
Jesus.
Dude, I can't spell my own name. alone.
And there was a Starzy 57 if you're still out there.
What the hell is that?
I don't know. Some girl I used to chat with.
Hmm.
Some girl I used to chat with.
Okay.
It was
It was
his
an-
long lost love.
Yeah.
Our name.
She actually lived in, oh, fuck.
Wisconsin?
No, it was in Minnesota. Manitoba.
Ah, Minnesota.
It was actually a 40-year-old dude, but
Hey, you never know back
That's
then.
irrelevant.
probably
That was
right.
before they had ways to check that.
But he wasn't lying about his 36 double Ds.
No, he wasn't.
he
Now
just
they were there.
Oh, he sent him.
he just also happened to have a 45-inch waist to go with it.
And his
You
chest
know?
was hairy. For a
Unlike
for
your
a,
forehead.
for a, for a 12-year-old boy to get a hairy chest photo, it's a little awkward.
I think I have a set of tweezers in my room if you'd like them.
So you're sending hairy chest photos to 12-year-old boys? Is that what I heard? Because for those of you not paying attention at home and you just tuned in, you might have. No, I'm just kidding.
You might
Yes.
want to go to Mexico.
For those of you just tuned in,
I might burp again.
we are Fred Fredrickson and the URFFD Patriots. We are coming to you.
Live.
Yeah, don't fall asleep while he's plugging that, guys.
That's not a lullaby.
Coming to you straight
There
from...
he is, little enthusiasm
Yeah.
from the balls. Yeah, from the balls.
Let me get my broadcast voice on.
Well, don't be fake, but at the same time, speak like your balls have dropped,
some
sir.
ERFTA. Speak with some ERFTA.
Irfta.
the fuck is that?
Exactly.
It's
What
what he
the
calls
fuck is
URFFD
that?
Patriots. Well, there's nothing you can like. Let me explain something. The URFFD thing. I know it sounds a little weird, and we don't talk politics or anything like that. It's just been something I've been doing since I was like 17. I'm 32. it's a long story. There's a choice few individuals out there that know what it actually means. It just happens to be something we called it. When we put this show together in November, it's May now, and we're finally doing our first show. So it's not for a lack of effort. We just, I admit I don't like having the name be the center of a joking story I wrote in between 17 and 21 that has meticulated over the years. It's the only thing I've ever called anything. So when we were trying to figure out, when me, you, and Brian, who didn't show up tonight for our first show, douchebag.
He's busy reading
Fuck
Mercer
stick.
Mayer books.
Douchebag.
Asshole.
Hey, if you guys get a chance, it's Brian White on Facebook, and send him an inbox and call him a douchebag for not sure. But then again, I'm going to get a good excuse because we are not what is known as approved friends. Approved friends is, for those of you at home listening to this and your wife says, you're not allowed to listen to that show because that Jordan kid talks with swear words, and Charles Sparkington has no hair, and Roy looks like a hobbit, and Donnie is a fucking Donnie.
I wear goofy T-shirts.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
They say, you're not allowed to hang out. It's like, you know what I feel like? I feel like when I was like 10 years old, and I wasn't the best kid in elementary school. I think the first time I got suspended from school, I was in 5th grade. Set some kind of record. Anyways,
What'd you do?
Kindergarten.
You don't even want to get me fucking.
I gotta know because I got suspended too in 4th grade.
You don't even want to know, dude.
Kindergarten.
It's not.
I
even fair.
pulled my pants off and decided to flash the girls' gym class.
Now that doesn't surprise me.
And-
I told you earlier today you were the guy snapping bras in 6th grade,
Yeah.
running down the hall, and then
Yeah.
I tripped you. You fell, all your books went everywhere, and somebody else hip checked you right in the locker.
You know what the best part
Everybody
was?
got a good laugh.
I almost got away
You
with
were
it.
that kid.
I
Now you're
almost
bald.
got away. I was in class, and one of the girls came in and said it was that kid, and pointed to another kid named Stevie Weiland.
Did you let him take the fall?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna have to edit that out because if he listens, he can sue us for slander.
No.
First
I-
Amendment.
None of it's true.
Thank you, Don Baisley. When you listen to this, I remember
No one's
media
true.
law and ethics.
No
Yeah.
one's true.
So I just sat there. I was like, oh, I'm scot free.
Really,
then-
you let him take the fall
Fuck yeah! And then the
because
girl
you
goes,
just took the fall in the middle of the hallway and got hip checked into a locker.
yeah, yeah. But no, and also the girl
Did
goes,
you get booked?
Oh wait,
Were you
he's
the kid
over
that got
there."
booked? Were you booked?
Never,
Never.
never,
Oh, dude, I would have got you.
never.
I've been the
I was
same
a
size
jock.
since
I was a
8th grade.
jock all the way through.
Were you?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that you wore the helmet for one too many years, huh?
The helmet
got-
was a
I
little
hear
too
that's why
tight.
you go bald.
But he got a nice round head out of it.
He does have a nice round head.
I have a flat spot.
A what?
A flat spot.
Like where the forehead doesn't quite meet the
No,
alien-shaped rest of the head?
on the backside.
On the backside, nobody looks at
How
the
can
back
you
of your head.
see
We're
the
looking
back
at
of your
front.
head to know you have a flat spot?
Jordan, I knew you always looked.
I look pretty. I mean, I don't care what anybody says. I'm pretty.
First time I got arrested, I was 15.
Yeah. No.
Why did
I don't
get?
want to get into that stuff, dude. That was when
The-
I was a young man, and I don't want to get into any of that.
The-
That's something it's got to be off limits until later, because there was a lot of life and a lot of people listening to this show that know that life, and I'm happy we were able to go.
The technical reason for why I got arrested was for placing hazardous and possibly harmful material on a highway.
You were what?
For
Yeah,
placing,
say that again.
For
Into
placing
the microphone.
for
this time.
placing hazardous and possibly harmful material on a highway.
I want to guess what I want to guess it.
What
Go ahead,
was
guess.
the material?
Guess.
Okay, my guess is paint.
No.
Jordan?
Hazardous and harmful. It's like a thesis statement. Hazardous and harmful material on a highway.
Yes.
You were throwing rocks at cars or dropping something from a bridge.
No. Close. Very close.
That's because I think like
I'm
most
gonna have to say
juveniles.
gasoline.
No.
No.
Snow.
If that was close.
What?
Oh, so you're throwing snowballs.
You were throwing
Yeah,
snowballs.
Wait. Back up a second. If I just said throwing snowballs, or no, excuse me, throwing rocks and or dropping something off a bridge, and he said that was close, and then you said gasoline. Where the fuck did that come from? I mean, where
When he first said that, that was my first thought.
Did
Were
he?
you not paying attention to the rest of the content that was happening?
Did you see it in your face like where he was lighting the gasoline while it was dropping?
I was dropped on my head as a baby. What can I say?
For
So was
everyone
I.
out there listening who had a flashback,
I just want to know where you made the connection, Roy. I'm not letting you off the hook. So he says, what was yours?
I said paint.
Paint. And then I said, perhaps you were throwing rocks and or dropping something off a bridge. And then he says, close. And then Roy chimes in with gasoline. You're like the kid with the big crayon when all of us had the little crayons in the 164 box.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
Oh, that was the expensive box.
the-
You kidding me? I had the
The
12er.
scissors that you're not supposed to run with.
The safety
The
scissors?
safety scissors. There it was. It's great. They gave you the left-handed pair of scissors on purpose.
You're not supposed to glue your fingers together.
so without getting too far away from what we're saying, do you remember Crayola crayons having a crayon color called skin or Indian red that they've now banned?
I remember Indian Red.
Banned it, not allowed.
I remember when they had the little sharpener. I thought it was the coolest kid in the world.
Right?
And then some asshole tried to take him out of my box one day, and I hit him with a. Never mind, we're not going back down to the young age.
Snow.
Yeah, snow. You threw snowballs
You threw
at cars.
snowballs at cars.
Dude, I've seen.
No.
Dude, I've been throwing snowballs and
I threw a
crab
snowball
apples.
and
At
hit
a
a
cop car.
and hit a cop car.
Good for you. Good for you.
The
Any
best.
of you children out there, or anybody that happens, if my children listen to this 30 years from now, I want you to know that if I ever ground you for throwing snowballs at cars, it's because your mom made me. Because I'm proud of you deep down inside.
Oh, that reminds me of another story.
Don't
when I-
tell us all about it.
When I got caught with a Playboy.
Did you then throw gasoline?
Off a
Close.
Because, it's so relevant to what you
Hold
were
on.
about to guess.
I'm going to guess what you did with that Playboy that got caught.
So my
Was it back in the
parents-
days when they had the huge hairy bushes and stuff like that?
I'm not that old.
What?
Well, no, but I've found old.
I'm not
Playboys.
that old.
Yeah, but
Come on.
The first time you find
Tell
a
me
Playboy,
you got a little bit of like, what issue, year, you got something for me.
I don't.
Who was the centerfold? Come on. at
Don't
least
remember.
that.
I was
Jeez.
like 15. I was lucky to have it.
15. How old are you?
32.
Centerfold, easy. Jenny McCarthy, Pamela Anderson, Anna Nicole Smith.
One of them.
Somewhere,
It was
Carmen
one of them.
Electra. I mean, I could probably pick the entire 1994 catalog just based on awesome.
My parents decided to
A
have
few Sables, a couple WWF stars were just getting out. Remember that episode?
I
Dude, I was
do.
all over that
my
shit.
parents decided to have a
That
big
was
Christmas
before
party.
porn on the internet.
Right? Big Christmas
Those
party.
were the times you just unfolded the magazine in the
Yeah.
bathroom, prayed it didn't go all over the toilet seat.
Oh, we're sorry, Donnie. Go for it.
Yeah, I'm
So
sorry.
his
Donnie.
parents
we
are
cut you
having
off. We
a
were
big
getting
Christmas
excited.
party.
I'm used to it. I'm used to being cut
So
off.
we have a Christmas party and Donnie getting caught with a Playboy.
And it all ties in to
Somehow.
throwing gasoline.
It does. So there I was, jerking off with gasoline to a Playboy.
Oh, well, see, now you're giving them validity. Like, it all makes sense. It's tied into somewhere.
I was like 14, 15. I had a Playboy, one of the first ones ever. Thought it was intelligent to take a
One
boy.
of your first ones ever, not
Yes.
the...
Yes. Yes, it was not a 1950s one, whatever. I thought I was being intelligent by stapling a Boy's Life, which is a
Unbelievable, you are gay.
Boy Scout magazine cover to the Playboy. That way, if someone walked in my room
Oh,
or whatnot,
okay. I thought you had them side by side,
No.
trying to choose which guy you were
The
at
cover.
15. Hey, that's how I figured I wasn't gay. Put in a gay porn, 10 seconds in. Guess what? I'm not gay.
oh, I've never watched a
That's how
gay
you
porn.
figure it out. I have.
Nice.
Fuck yeah, dude. When you're 15 years old, I don't give a shit who you are. You get curious. Throw it in. 10 seconds in, that's not for me. Never question my sexuality again. I like boobs.
So I had a Boy's Life magazine cover stapled to the cover of the Playboy magazine. My sister somehow manages to find her way into my room, finds a Boy's Life magazine, notices a Playboy, and gives it to my parents.
Ooh, see, maybe she saw the boy's life, thinking the same thing you did with the Playboy. Looking for burly Cub Scouts fucking making
Oh,
moves.
man. Eagle
Right?
Scouts.
And then she
Making
was so
moves.
offended because she was all fired up and fucking moist, ready to roll, and then figures it out. Like, oh, what an asshole. I'm telling Ma.
So me and my boy John go back to my room for whatever reason.
You know what? I'm going to cut you off right there. Isolate that clip, Roy, next week. So me and my friend... Oh,
John.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no. Every time
Okay.
we get a chance, I'm just going to hit that button.
And the magazine's missing. We're like, where'd it go? We searched my bedroom, nothing, can't find it. We come downstairs.
What were you searching for?
Yeah, the
For a-
big question really is
jerk-off
what
session,
both of you
or-
guys were going to do with one magazine.
Well, I wanted to show him, like, hey, I got a Playboy. I want to show you. At 15, you're like badass if you have stuff like that.
At 15, you don't leave your room past 8 o'clock doing anything you can.
It wasn't-
It's a Victoria's
It
Secret
comes back to
catalog.
they were actually both looking for the Boys Life magazine and not the Playboy.
No, we get what it is. It's called comedy.
And when we come downstairs, my mom in front
where's
of
gasoline when you need it?
in front of
Setting
30
this whole house on fire.
in front of 37, 47, 57 people, she goes, "Hey, what's going on?" I'm like, "Nothing." She goes, "How's that Boys Life magazine working out for you?" And everybody, all 50 people, start laughing at us. Of course, I turn red, run upstairs. A couple hours later,
He still does that now, by the way, guys.
my dad walks in, sits down on the waterbed next to me. Because yes,
Did you get the talk?
I got the talk.
You got the talk?
This is the talk. It's
This
the
is
greatest.
my penis, Donnie. I know you've seen it before.
Yeah.
I'm speaking like your dad.
And he looks at me and he goes, "Donnie,
Touch me.
I am so disappointed in you." And I'm like, "Dad, I'm sorry. Dad, I'm sorry. Dad, don't take it out." And he's like, "Donnie, I'm so disappointed you got caught with that Playboy." And I'm like, "Dad, I'm so sorry. Dad, I'm so sorry." And he goes, No, let me rephrase that. "Donnie, I'm so disappointed you got caught with that Playboy."
That's a pretty badass dad. I don't know what else to say about that. He's pretty cool.
That's
Yeah,
what
I mean,
that's just one of
shit.
those things. That's one of those things that lets you know you're a man or you're
You know how I knew I was a man?
You found your dick for the first
The
time.
hair on my balls. Actually, never mind. Real men don't have to talk about it. There's a reason I don't lift weights or drive a nice car.
It's funny that when you're growing up, you can't
Because I'm
wait.
poor.
You can't wait. It's funny
Or I just quit making lots of money because I would love to do this with you guys.
when you're growing up.
It's
You
more
can't
important to me to
wait.
spend that 4 hours here.
You can't wait to have those hairs on your balls to prove that you're a man.
Oh,
Actually-
I proved that shit, dude. I found the first one. I would fucking scream for joy.
Really?
Oh,
I had a
really?
dude say that once, like, oh, you walking by and how it's like fucking, pounding chest mode. Dude's like, yeah, you hair. I was like, there it is. Go fuck yourself. Why the fuck would you ask me that kind of question?
And then
Oh.
you're one of those.
That's
men-
when they were bringing the kids up from the city, as in earlier in the show, and it was a bunch of circle rats, is what I used to call them. Inner city fucking ghetto fucking kids, stealing newspapers.
Speaking of circle rats, first time ever or this week I've heard pigeons referred to as sky rats.
What?
Sky rats. I thought that was
I don't know if we ever call them sky rats. There was
That's-
something we called.
that's a good name though.
That was what we called seagulls in New York.
Yeah,
Actually.
sky rats. They're just
We called them rats with wings.
I'll be honest with you, I didn't live near Lake Ontario, so I didn't have an ocean in my backyard. Therefore, seagulls are few and far between. I had a couple of rivers.
Yeah, the seagulls were a bitch. They'd steal your food while you were eating it and shit. They were awful. So I can totally relate.
Wait, tell me how, like, say you were eating a PB&J, peanut butter jelly time, and there's Roy sitting on the park
peanut
bench.
butter jelly time. Peanut butter
and
jelly time.
A seagull came down and swooped it out of your hands.
No, we had a restaurant right on the lake.
So they didn't
that
steal food from you.
No, they stole food from everybody.
So you're sitting there eating a child, and this golden eagle
Eating a
comes
child.
down.
See, Donnie, this is where.
No, we're not eagles. We're
Yeah,
seagulls.
we're not actually eating children. We're there was a restaurant I grew up near that was right on Lake Ontario, and anytime you wanted to go out there was just a mass of seagulls waiting. If you walked
And they
away,
stole your peanut butter
no,
jelly
if you,
sandwich?
Or
it wasn't a
child.
PBJ. It was like
Or
a
child. See,
cheeseburger or
this is getting
something dank.
ridiculous.
You know?
Yeah. How much time we have left to go, guys?
Yeah, this is getting a little.
Yeah, I mean, I tried to tell a simple story, and you guys are just making it dumb now.
What are you talking about? You're talking about stealing. You're talking about.
You guys keep talking about PBJs. I'm talking about legit burgers and shit.
And they stole it out of your hands?
No, that's what I was trying to say. If you
That's what you
even
said
remotely
before. We were
got up
curious.
and walked away, and had your food sitting there, even for
That's
a few
just
Well,
seconds-
yeah. If you
that's
get up and
just a
walk away,
fucking
your
homeless
dog's
guy.
gonna steal my food. That's
No, it's
normal.
that's just a homeless
I thought you
guy.
were like. I thought you were like Garfield, fucking getting ready to take that bite, and Odie comes running out of the fucking room
they'll
and
sneak
steals
in.
it.
You definitely had to shoo them off. That's for sure. I mean,
that's just a homeless guy. Don't worry about that shit.
it's a homeless guy
they
dressed as a
get
bird.
you every
How much time? Actually, we're doing pretty good. We're an hour and 4 minutes in. for the first show. I think we did a pretty good job tonight.
I agree.
I think it wasn't too bad. Donnie, how do you feel about it?
I feel it's awesome.
All right, cool. And
Flag.
You're not going to steal my joke 5 times without letting me doing it to you. Anyways, Roy, how are you feeling about it tonight?
I'm
Cool.
real happy.
All right, Charles, me and you have been really on point tonight, and I
Oh, man.
appreciate all.
Hey, flag,
Just
yeah,
kidding.
guys. Flag, yeah.
Yeah, we did a good job. Yeah, flag. Yeah, yeah. We'll try to minimize the. I will not lie. This is one of them shows where you need to drink beers with us while you listen to it, because we start at maybe 3 beers and 2 shots in. By the end of the hour, we've done a little bit of damage. But on a serious note, guys, I want to let you know that I'm proud to be sitting here with the 3 of you. Brian did not make it tonight. I've seen a lot of us miss shows here and there, and a little lack of effort on all
It's
of our
gonna happen.
accounts. But I think that we're all on the same page. I think the show's going to grow. I think we're heading in the right direction, and I really hope that you, the listener, had a good time listening to this tonight. Remember, this is show 1. You know, the first show of anything. This is the pilot. We're not going to be good at it yet. We're not going to be professional. And any of you douchebags that critique it like that, this is the best we can do. And if you can do better, go right ahead and do it. However, we hope in 3 years, we're going to sit back, us 3, us 4, if Brian shows up and his wife lets him, we will be here laughing at the first show at how bad we actually were, when tonight I feel we were pretty good. I feel
Agreed.
we were pretty good.
I think the same thing, but holy fuck, was that long?
Long? An hour? It's
No,
only an hour.
your closing speech.
Oh, I haven't even got anywhere. I'm not even on the closing speech yet.
Are we ending the show right now? Are we?
We're getting near to.
Okay.
But
I was just asking, just trying to plan my night. I have so much stuff to do.
yeah, what do you got to do
He's got dates.
with men?
No.
With Charles.
In fact, this is the only date with men I have tonight.
No, I hear you.
3
there.
of you.
No, but you give a little bit. I got to thank our listeners.
Oh,
Got to
absolutely.
thank Charles. Got to thank Roy. Got to thank Brian. Got to thank Jules. Got to thank Donnie. Got to thank the microphones. Got to thank my pops for hooking us up with the editing equipment. I have to thank everybody that listens, everybody that supports it. You can find us at urffd@gmail.com, which is anything you want to send us an email for advertising. Fred Fredrickson and the URFFD Patriots on Facebook. You'll be able to find this show on what's the name of Cloud? What's the name of the?
Mixcloud.
I couldn't hear you. Sorry.
Mixcloud.
Mixcloud. Just type in URFFD Patriots and you should be able to find our show. I think Donnie's gonna have YouTube set up by the end of the week.
For sure.
And I'll wear my shirt this time.
Cool.
What shirt's on?
What shirt?
He's like Magnum PI, where his shirt's almost always off. for
Yeah,
no
but he's
reason.
not like Magnum PI had hair and a mustache.
Well, he had a great mustache.
I have it on my chest, and I shave it in the shape of a mustache.
Ah, okay.
It
Well,
works.
cool, guys. Before we get boring, I want to let you guys know that thank you all. And, the show's going to be an hour. We'll give more content when content is due.
Hit us up.
Hit us up. We're out. Fred Fredrickson and the URFFD Patriots. Find us. We'll be here. Go fuck yourself every time I try to fall off the couch.